G'day everyone, Jason here with a review of Master of the Universe Battle Armour He-Man, most powerful armour in the universe. So this is obviously for the Origins. It's one of the deluxe figure sets. You can strike the armour to reveal battle damage, modern pose and retro play. So obviously he comes there with the battle damaged armour, an extra head, very old school, looks like the traditional He-Man figure from back in the day. Some different hands, full power sword, blast effect, and a battle axe. So that's the front of the packet. We turn around the back and we see this wonderful artwork here. He-Man storms into battle protected by the mighty battle armor that was crafted by Man-at-Arms. Good job, Duncan. So we've got the action feature here where it shows you can strike the end of the armor and the dent, and then another dent, and then you can roll it back. And then we have some of the figures that are out or are coming out or people are struggling to find. I've got a couple of them ordered. I think all the others I've got, this one, Clamp Champ, I think is coming from Big Bad Toy Store in America. But let's open this one up and have a look at He-Man out of the packet. Okay, so out of the packet, he comes with a mini comic, Battle Armour Reborn. So this is the same one that came with Battle Armour Skeletor. So, and I'm assuming it'll come with Clamp Champ as well. It looks like it's all the deluxe figures are covered in this one book. So you get a very short little mini comic there. You get this piece of paper showing the removable parts. So his head comes off, hands come off, and he detaches at the waist and then also at the feet. But the arms and the battle armor can't come apart. And then we have an extra gripping hand for the left hand, which is good. We have the half power sword with the sort of metallic sort of finish on it. We have the battle axe, again in just a plain sort of metallic-y style swirly color. We have the traditional sort of head, so very reminiscent of the figure. The eyes a little bit manky there on that one. We can get some focus. So it's just missing a little bit of black there on the eye. Might have to get the Nico pen out on that. So that is the traditional style He-Man head. And then we have this blast effect, but that actually is supposed to sit over the sword. It's got a sort of a square indentation inside it, but apparently it's for the sword. So it's quite a hefty sort of piece, molded in trans yellow. And then we have the man himself, He-Man, with a, I don't know, a shocked look. I do like the mouth open, like the paint on the teeth and the tongue. It's really good. The eyes look a bit strange. I don't know. It's yeah, it's an interesting look. And he has the more sort of modern style hair. We've got the battle armor there, sort of in a metallic-y silver. And the feature is obviously if you strike the armor, nope, yep, you've got it, and then strike it again, you got two, and then you can wind it back, which is a bit hard to do one-handed, but it does lock back into place and has the H symbol there. Otherwise, this figure has all the same articulation as all of the other Origins figures, and I'll run through that shortly. Okay, so He-Man, his head is on a ball joint, so it can move around, it can look down, look up a little bit, little limited, can sort of do a bit of a side-to-side wobble on the T-joint up there. Arms go up, they rotate around, very tight. Elbow joint just 90 degrees, but there's a twist as well, and then the wrist twists, and there is also a rocker. So that is He-Man, so both arms are the same. Obviously can twist at the waist, legs can come all the way out, they're on ball joints, and there is knee articulation, so there's a little bit of a bend at the knee and a twist, and then there is also a boot cut. So if we bring that up here, we can twist at the top of the boot, and then we have forward and back and a little bit of rocker side to side. So obviously a little bit more articulated than the classic figures, so you can get a few more different poses, and then you can, for example, take the hand off here, if we can, of course, very tight joints. So that pops out, and then we can pop in, there we go. So the two gripping hands, so you could effectively have He-Man then having both the battle axe and the power sword, if you wanted to go the sort of full barbarian going into battle with his armor on. And then the sword feature is supposed to basically just slot on an angle. It makes the sword very heavy, but his arms are pretty stiff, so he will hold up that, so he can sort of be doing an I have the power pose. Can't quite get that full pose correctly, obviously, because the hands don't go up and down, they're left and right. But yeah, you can sort of pose He-Man with a big blast coming out of the sword. You might be able to use this with the Sky Sled as well. But that is Battle Armour He-Man.